Dr. Lisa Fortes-Schramm, your friendly neighborhood ND. Today we're going to talk about alcohol use disorder and nutrition for the brain. So, the brain is one of the main organs that gets affected by high alcohol use. As I'm sure you well know, when people get drunk, they get loopy or they can't hear as well, their eyes get kind of blurry. All that stuff is controlled by the brain. If you watched my last video, you heard me talk a lot about B vitamins. And the first one I talked about was thiamine, or B1. If a person has been a heavy drinker for a long period of time, they may experience something called Wernicke-Korsakoff Syndrome. This syndrome is actually two different conditions that happen at the same time. They're directly related to a lack of B1 in the brain. Without B1, our bodies can't convert many of the amino acids that we need to generate energy, repair damaged tissues, break down the food into other amino acids, proteins, even help make blood cells. When our brains can't get enough sugar converted to energy, it can be devastating. Wernicke-Korsakoff Syndrome damages part of your brain that deals with memory. You might think, oh, maybe it'll just make it so I can't remember things very well. Unfortunately, it does a whole lot more than that. This area that handles memory also deals with balance and body movement and vision. Not only does Wernicke-Korsakoff affect the brain, it can also cause heart and blood vessel issues. So you wind up feeling drowsy, or you start having fainting spells, your heart feels like it's racing. You sometimes stand up and all of a sudden your blood pressure drops and you gotta hang on to something. Anyway, B1 is immensely important for newly recovering alcoholics and people who are still drinking heavily. So go back, watch the previous video on B vitamins, and you can see which foods can help raise those B1 levels. Okay. Moving on to other foods important for brain health and recovery. Berries, especially blueberries, blackberries, strawberries, and red raspberries. And who doesn't want to eat more of all those? Other fruits, black currants, plums, sweet cherries, and apples. And right now, we're going to be heading into sweet cherry season, so I'm personally excited about that. Also, dark chocolate. What do all these fruits and dark chocolate have in common? The answer is polyphenols, specifically flavonols. And you hear a lot about detoxification and flavonols all around, like people are wanting to detox and they do detox diets. Well, flavonols are one of the keys to that. Since I haven't mentioned it in any of my videos so far, there are 3 keys that are important to help your body physically recover from heavy alcohol use. These are reducing inflammation, restoring nutrition, and detoxification. Other foods that are high in flavonols are beans, nuts, especially hazelnuts, walnuts, almonds, and pecans, vegetables, specifically artichokes, chicory, which may be kind of hard to come by in some areas, red onion, and spinach. Fermented soy products like tofu or tempeh, those kinds of things. I prefer the sprouted tofu to the regular tofu. And when you're buying soy products, make sure that you're getting organic soy products, because soy is one of those really heavily sprayed crops with pesticides, so you want to keep that out. You're already having trouble with your liver if you're in recovery in detoxification. You don't want to add pesticides to that. Also, green, oolong, and black teas. Thanks for stopping by. Subscribe to my channel. Give me a shout out in the comments below, and I'll see you next week.